Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, January 28th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're well. I hope you had a week of many blessings. If you're new to my podcast, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com. It is all about my work and all about my upcoming events. And the schedule appointment button is on every page, and appointments are available not just in person, but also via Zoom and telephone. So check it out. I'm also on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp, and on Facebook business page under Lisa M. Hopp Spiritual Coach and Medium. Thank you. Today's topic. YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and share if you're here too. I'll probably remind you again because I would appreciate it so very much. The sharing, the following, the liking. And if you do connect with this, not only comment, please, but also hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much. And if you have ideas for what you would like me to speak about, send me an email at serenityharbor@verizon.net. I will always consider your topic. If I don't know enough about it, I'll learn. And I like learning. I really do. I try to learn something every day. Even if it's something for a trivia game, I'm trying to learn something every day. I just feel like that's very important. Today's topic, back to it, she digressed. Why is it so important to avoid the drama zone? Put that red block right over top of drama. It is so very important. You have no idea how important it is because it literally helps you create your ideal life if you can avoid it. And also gives you the best health and the best wealth. Because you don't align with drama. I don't align with drama. No one should align with drama. Those who align with drama are unhealed. They are carrying around their own rages, their own traumas. And it's not to say you should be cold or uncaring. But when you expose yourself to drama, you're taking on their trauma, their drama, their unhealing, their past, their story, their energy. It's like a toxic vampire. And now you're carrying it around, fraying you, your immune system, your happiness, your well-being. You're not supposed to carry. We're not supposed to carry each other's unhealing baggage, unhealed baggage. We are one. We are supposed to be a community. We're supposed to assist. We're supposed to love. We're supposed to, yes, be compassionate and give good vibrations to each other. But when you are allowing somebody else to pull you in to their drama, or you seek it out yourself, that is the unhealed. What that does, as I said before, is that it puts you out of alignment with the most powerful part of yourselves that can live your ideal life. And it doesn't help the other person. It only enables them to continue with their unhealed selves. So block. Or if you're like me, let the beach ball of it bounce off of you. By the way, this giggle I just had, and I'm kind of known to giggle, and I don't mind that at all. I'm starting to like it more and more. I used to be much more self-conscious about it because I never wanted it to be interpreted that I was laughing at something and not being compassionate or laughing at someone. But I have to say, though, that I've been giggling more and I did it this morning. Where I giggled at something that was Just, I want to say people being people and how the beach ball bounced off. And I was joyful. I'm like, look at you. It's just, it's like bounce. Life is good. And when you allow that drama to bounce off of you, that negativity to bounce off of you, what you're doing is that you're in the highest place to give yourself healing, to heal your body, to feel joy, to feel peace, to feel wholeness, to feel happiness. And I feel that right now. I feel so very good. But you can have an aware, and your intuition grows, by the way, because you're in that higher consciousness. So when you're in that higher consciousness, your intuition is stronger. There's nothing blocking it. So I can feel it on the outside of me. Other people's feelings, but it's outside of me. It's like on the other side of a wall. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to have myself feeling that. Their unhealed selves. If I desire, and I'd like to think I might desire, and that we all perhaps it would be good if we did, you can send healing to someone who is unhealed in any degree. And never worry. Just send healing. You can do it through your intention, through what you may know as prayer. Just send those good vibes their way, that they may unload that which has caused them to be in the place they're in. Whether it be in the way of health, or a mentality, or emotions, whatever. You can send them good vibrations, healing. If you can, love, good thoughts. It's, often when a tragedy happens, you'll have someone of power say, I'm sending thoughts and prayers. And, you would hope they mean it, but sometimes it is just dialogue. But this is what I'm talking about. Send those thoughts. Send those intentions out to that person that all will be well. And they can come to a good place. No one in this world, no one is a full victim. No one. And that's very hard perhaps to hear. And it's not said coldly. There's always a bigger picture going on. Yes, when a child is killed, of course, logically and humanly, they are a victim. Or anyone that is a victim. But there's a bigger picture going on. It calls for change. It calls for healing. It calls for transformation, for transfiguration. And so it's the hardest loss, by the way, to lose a child. The hardest loss. And I just said the other day to a client that they are the superheroes. Because to lose a child and to get up and live and breathe. Whoa. It's literally the unimaginable loss. It's unimaginable. And to even move yourself to exist, I can't go there. I cannot go there to even fully feel that extreme loss, even though I can feel a piece of it through my work. So once again, when I say that no one's a victim, there's a larger picture going on. And so, if you have felt like a victim, or you know people in your lives that feel like they're victims, and don't we all at times? The person who grumbles, who blames others for their misfortunes, who needs to have a villain. There's no villains. And usually I don't want to say usually. Sometimes the villain is not a villain. They're just a villain in a story. So we are not here to be victims. We are here to be victors and conquerors and manifestors and creators. And yes, I'll say it, gods. We have that power. We are here to do that. And sometimes we do that under the most extreme circumstances. When it knocks us down, knocks the wind out of us, makes us wonder if we can survive, puts us into survival mechanisms. But we are not here just to be survivors. Actually, we're here to overcome being a survivor and to thrive. And opportunities present themselves in ways that again knock us down. But any way that you can stand up and keep moving, that's what we're here for. That's what you're here for. And when you do it, you will receive blessings. You will receive the helpers. You had them all along, but they make themselves obvious. You will receive the miracles. You will all do. And so, have the compassion, send out the healing, send out the good thoughts, but barrier yourself. Put that little wall around you, whether you want to call it a barrier, a bubble, a buffer. You can see it any way you want. You can see it as you're in like a plastic little tent or a telephone booth, or I think they still exist in England. Whatever you want to see around you or feel around you, put that around you and keep marching forward and enjoying life for the best. And go towards your dreams. And understand that people are people. And all you can do is take care of the person you are and the person you want to be. Now we're all the definition of who has been in our lives. It starts with our family. We have the definition of us has been created, programmed by the mother, the father, perhaps teachers, siblings, community. But it's up to us now as adults to decide who we are and what we want to be. It's in our hands completely, 100%. And so notice what you think, what you feel, who you want to be. Notice if those thoughts and those feelings are truly yours or ones that were just given to you. Notice when you go to blame someone. Don't blame. They were just doing their job to get you to create, to be the greatest deliberate creator you could possibly be. And also, it's so very important to never allow another human being to continuously treat you lower than who you are, disrespectfully, intentionally harmful. Sometimes someone unintentionally harms. They're not having a good day. You happen to cross their path. I haven't been there in a long time, but I can remember decades ago where I was in physical discomfort, and I happened to be dealing with a manager at an appliance store that's no longer in business, but that's not why. It was, But I had an issue with a refrigerator. And so I wasn't of my fullest self. I didn't have the ability to be able to handle the situation fully because I was in so much pain while standing with them. And so they got my pain. But did I call them names? No, that is never appropriate. Never. I just wouldn't give up on getting a new refrigerator. And I had a temper about it, but again, I did not call names, I did not belittle, I just wouldn't give up. Today, I would handle the situation quieter. I've grown. But I tell you, at the moment, the manager said, give her whatever she wants. I ended up winning. But is that the way to win? No, it's not the way to win. To have any measure of, I guess for lack of a better word, lack of patience, perhaps bordering on temper. But again, I was not belligerent because I think that that's just never called for. It never talk down to another because they are your equal, no matter who they are. And there are the worst people on earth that are on this earth. There are horrific people on this earth. And they can test us. We can even think and feel things within for them. But it doesn't mean we should bring it into energy and say it. Because you don't want to put out what may come back on yourself. And it's just not good energy anyway. We always want to be of the good energy because it benefits the all and us. It's a win-win. And I want to always be my best person in any situation. And that young lady was going through a lot at that time, physically, which was fixed at the time. It was a temporary situation. And I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that I was in a horrible place and I happened to be in a store. Okay? Forgive yourself for if you've had moments like that where you've been in a challenged place in a moment and maybe you didn't. Maybe you would do it differently if you could do it again. I have found in my life, and I've said this to people around me who still have that part within themselves to think that they're loud. If they're louder, they'll get their way. Or if, they're not kind, they'll get their way. And I'll say to them, no, that's not the way to get your way. I know that now. I know that when you're kinder, people want to give you more. When you are patient, people want to be more generous towards you. When you're in a moment of vulnerability in any way, they want to be, it brings out the best in people. So when you are not your best, you're not going to bring out the best in people. And when you are your best, well, they're giving you your best, their best, whether you think it's their best or not. So that's very important to keep in mind. Now, when I say do not allow, I mean, if you have a consistent relationship in your life, whether it is sibling, marital, non-biological, you can't really help with coworkers, I suppose, except to not engage, in some way, not be pulled in to any drama, very important at the job. But if there's a consistent relationship in your life that is not aligning with what you want in that, what you deserve, whether it be respect, kindness, loving, adds to drama, you got to let it go. Or at least space from it. If it is someone that you are biologically tied to, you have to give it space. Because It is for the overall good and you. And also, you don't want to enable, do you? You don't want to teach people how to treat you. You don't want to continuously keep showing them how to treat you by allowing them to treat you a certain way. They're not supposed to get away with it. And so keep that in mind with the relationships in your life. Now, there are people in my life that are so loving. One of them is a child of mine. But still, it comes through so good. But there can be moments where I'll say, watch it. That sounds a little bit disrespectful. Don't do that. And they'll smile and stop. They're being honest, but they're also not necessarily trying to disrespect me. But if I feel I have to call out, I call out. You can do that without cutting someone in your life. Okay? It's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to say, I don't like that right now. A close relationship to me in family called me out because I say something repeatedly to them, and I mean well. I do mean well. I'm trying to help them, but they said, I don't like it. And I went, okay. I didn't say that to them. I just internally said, okay, I won't ever say it again. Even though I'm trying to help, if they don't like it, I have to respect it. And so it goes both ways, doesn't it? And that person has every right to say that to me and to request that I don't life coach them as much. That's what it is. Stop. By the way, I used to life coach a whole lot more, everyone, but now I'm like, nah, it's okay. You be you. The beach ball, it just bounces. I will be helpful. I like to be helpful. It's why I am on this earth. But I'm not so much about life coaching, fixing and saving anymore, that type of thing. It's like, if you ask me, yes. If you don't, be you. Be you. Bouncy, bouncy. So understand, it's so very important to take care of you. You have to be first. And taking care of you means that you have a shield around you that blocks anything that will fray your immune system, cause you stress, cause you worry, cause you strife, cause you anything but peace and peace of mind. It has to have no penetration. And if you practice it, and you probably will have to practice it, but it is so important. Space, distance, flowing through life, letting everybody else have their drama, letting everybody else have their thoughts and their feelings, and you're just flowing on the downstream, getting to your destination, which is joy, happiness, and peace, prosperity, health, wholeness in life. That's the key. That is why it is so important to avoid the drama. It gives you superpowers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that helped. Again, please be sure, if you're listening to this on YouTube, to like, subscribe, and share. And and please consider following me on Instagram and also on my business Facebook page. And also go to my website. I lost my brain for a moment there. LisaHop.com. upcoming events. If you have a recommendation for an upcoming event, I just actually booked one, a spiritual retreat day, because of her suggestion. I'm always open to how to serve. How may I serve? So feel free. And once again, thank you for joining me. Many blessings, and until next time.